Hello everyone and welcome back to WolfQuest. And we are here with Blaze and Junction Butte 3F, his prospective mate here. And Dawn has brought the first snow of the year. These two headed back to the hideout to rest. But it seems like the days are starting to get colder. Winter is on its way, and these two should probably get a move on so that they can make their decision before it fully sets in. So let's head down into the valley, maybe not over here, do some sniffing around, see if we can find some elk, and see if we can practice some hunts. It'd probably be good to hunt at least an elk and a mule deer before we make our choice, just to make sure that these two are pretty well versed in hunting the primary prey sources they'll likely need to use. Of course, our wildfire pack with Pyrrha and Nimbus tended to like to hunt the mule deer for a long while. But elk are also a very important source of food, and we're likely going to need to hunt them as well. We can probably pass on hunting the moose, though. Blaze has done it with his pack. It's something we could do as a matter of necessity, but I don't think Blaze feels the urge to take an unnecessary risk right now. He's more focused on getting down the basics and exploring the world with his new companion here. Ah, there's a herd over here. It's probably pretty close to stranger wolf territory, so we gotta be a bit careful. It's hard to see through the mist and the snow. Oh, are you doing all right? You got your tail kind of tucked. It's okay. We'll figure this out. I feel like maybe she's a little bit less confident from that. She's a slight bit more reserved. Oh boy, we are headed straight into stranger wolf territory, but this is a big herd. I think it's worth going after. So long as we don't upset the beavers that hang out in this area, we should be fine, right? Let's just see. Although, you know, this elk calf is halfway down. Actually, I think it might be better to try and hunt one of the adults since we have two wolves. Blaze is so used to going after the calves that he kind of just did it on instinct. We know we have that one to fall back on, but we should probably try a cow or even a spike here if we're able to. These guys are really running too. Holy smokes, they've made it a bit here. Oh, she looks a little bit nervous. It's all right. We can do this. We'll see how we're able to do it. We'll figure it out. Are you gonna be weak enough? You actually are. All right then. Let's both go after this one then. It's not super strong, but she's weak enough that we'll be able to hopefully. Whoa, watch out for the bull elk though. You're gonna get trampled if you're not careful. She did manage to dodge that though, by the look of it. We have to be mindful that we don't take too many heavy hits. Oh my goodness, she's gotten a lot more confident now that she's running in. All right, let's tag team and trade off a bit. Just gotta let go a bit. Oh, we've slowed her down, I think. Oh, she's going straight for the throat there. Ouch, ouch. I was out of stamina and did not see that. She got more confident once we chose a target. Oh, you're a lot better hunter than you think you are. All right, let's see if we can get a good bite here. Ouch. The other cows are running off just a bit. Oh, see if we can get a good bite here. Yeah, she's a little bit harder to go after when she's she's standing her ground here. She can do some damage. If we can just get her to fall. Yes, there we go. That'll make it a lot easier to finish her off. As long as we've got the stamina for it, which we kind of don't. Oh no, she's on her feet again. Oh no. All right, we did drag her back down, and it looks like 3F is gonna finish her off. Very nice work. Yeah, okay, these two seem to work pretty well together. 3F was more hesitant at first, but when Blaze started to run in and launch his attack, she was pretty quick to join in. So maybe she's not quite as cautious as I thought. Oh, it's Wilbur. It looks like he's come to have a little bit of a snack from the carcass here, as well as an eagle. I don't think Blaze is quite so happy about that one, but Wilbur, of course, is a good friend. We're more than happy to let him get a bite to eat. And we should do well to tell 3F about him as well, so that she knows not to chase him too much. Oh, I wonder if he'll let us come over here. He can be a little bit shy. Oh, he's headed off to do his own thing, it seems like. Aw, I wonder if that's his little way of showing his approval. Maybe it was even him who found her, because Blaze kind of did ask for help. Wait a second. Who are you? Who is this? Who is this? I don't even see who this is. Is this Lamar 2F? Oh, I guess we are in Stranger Wolf territory, technically. Yeah, I forgot we've been chilling out over here. Well, not anymore. These two just straight up claimed it, apparently. Well, it looks like she's gonna try to head back to her home hex. Oh, that's funny, though. Wilbur did go scurrying off after checking in with them. I wonder if it was him who found her. Maybe. Who knows? Oh, she's very cute. I think these two have been getting along quite well, though. They definitely seem to have clicked. She seems to have kind of that similar adventurous spirit, and maybe a little bit of the anxiety, too. She likes the exploration, it seems. Oh, she's also quite playful. And I think these two are getting along pretty well. They're certainly making friends quite quickly as well. There's probably, honestly, not a lot more for them to do today except maybe lounge around and rest for the afternoon. I mean, they got their hunting done pretty darn fast. So maybe we'll let them just spend the afternoon chilling out here together, and come morning, the next morning, we'll try and hunt a mule deer. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a lot of stranger wolves. Hold on. They've reclaimed this while we were sleeping. Oh, get off of me. Get off. We gotta run. I don't think this is a fight. We're gonna be able to win. 3M, 4F. They both bit me. I don't know who's chasing our 3F, but we probably should move it because it seems we've been evicted. Oh, goodness. Run, 3F. Run. Oh, no. All right. Time for us to go. I didn't even know that they could reclaim it like that when we were sleeping. I mean, I guess I knew that they could, but they sure did. They decided they wanted that hex back, and with just the two of these guys, they don't have enough that's worth fighting for. It's a good thing we didn't really need that carcass anyway. Who is that even? Who was that other wolf? For the sake of curiosity, I want to know who else it was. I want to see the sense. Okay, was it 4F? It's 3... Oh, no, that's 3F. 3M, okay. Yep, 3F, 3M, and 4F, I think. Oh, my goodness, run! Run, Junction Butte, 3F! Okay, we're not here to continue to pick a fight. Yeah, 3M, okay. Goodness. Well, there's an elk herd as well. I think we're gonna settle down over these trees by the creek here. Sorry about all that running, hon. I didn't mean to get you in trouble there. It's a good thing we're not super low on food, and we are planning on hunting tomorrow morning anyway, so it's not as bad as it could have been. Alright, dawn has arrived, and it sure is a misty one. I love the valley fog. Like, it's just so pretty. And it looks like there's actually a family of mule deer over here. Now, let's go for this buck, maybe. This is a slight bit more of a challenge. I just want to see if we're able to do it or how easily we're able to do it together here to make sure that we're going to be able to hunt. Mule deer are generally more difficult, especially when you have slightly lower stats. We don't have any age perks yet that could assist us. So it'd be wise to make sure that we're able to actually go after them well, because otherwise we might struggle more once we have pups if we can't find any elk. I'm gonna slow down though, where these guys are kind of a lengthy chase at times. So we want to give them the chance to wear out, give us the chance to get our stamina back, and see how things go from there, I think. You know, it's often easier to hunt these guys in the woods, actually, for as much more difficult as that tends to be for other animals. Hunting mule deer in the woods is easier because there's often more obstacles they have to avoid. They make more sharp turns. They don't wind up being able to book it just as easily as they can across open terrain. Now, this guy is leading us up into the hills, though, which is both good for catching him, but I'm slightly worried that we're going to run into Junction Butte's family. Oh, gracious, here we go. Let's hope your dad isn't too mad about this one, because I can't exactly steer the deer that well. Oh, he's stuck. Let's get him. Let's get him. He's also not in Junction Butte territory, so that's gonna be for the best if we can bring him down here or at least severely weaken him. Although Blaze is out of stamina, so that might not work so well. Oh, he's limping though. He's slowed down a little bit, so I think we've got a good start on him here. As long as we're able to catch up again, which actually we seem to be doing. Oh yeah, he's really slowed down. He has really slowed down. Goodness. Okay, we're fine, I think. Just gotta keep going after him here. Oh, that gave us a little bit more damage. And it looks like she is jumping in as well here. Let's make sure we bite when we have the chance. Try to regain our stamina in between. But we've slowed this guy down enough that I don't think we have to worry too much about him getting away from us here. We might have to actually slow down to a walk, though, for a little bit. We'll catch up in a second here. Oh my goodness, she's still chasing him. Oh, she brought him to a complete standstill there. All right, now we should be able to jump in and get some better bites. And she's gone around to get, oh, she's gone around to the front to get a neck bite, but he turned around and kept going. Oh, that's no good. Hold on, that's no good. Wait a second, we just took an injury. A minor injury jaw, small strength reduction, and slower eating. Well, that's no good. So as per our typical ongoing challenge rules that are kind of just global, what that means is that we have to actually hang out around here in Amethyst Mountain until that injury heals. We can't progress straight to Slough Creek. Granted, with most of the things we need to do done here, we can probably just chill out and sleep it off. But ouch, that's not fun for poor Blaze. He's learned that hunting mule deer is possible, but he's definitely experienced the new risks that this world here has to offer. Oh boy, wasn't expecting that. Oh, we've got just coyotes. We decided to take a little bit of a nap because we didn't really need... Okay, yeah, you guys get out of here. Goodness. We don't need these coyotes messing around. We decided to just take a little bit of a nap and rest up because we didn't really have any reason not to. There's no reason to waste energy when we don't need to. We still got that minor injury though, so I probably will let these guys just sleep through the night. They're just kind of bringing their courtship to a conclusion here. In fact, I think we're probably pretty close to that, to making that final choice, but maybe we'll do that in the morning when hopefully Blaze's jaw will be feeling a bit better. Oh, and that's usually the pup recovery music, but I'm willing to bet, yep, our minor injury has healed. And there's a bear. So let's dine and dash, my dear. We're gonna get out of here. I don't want to deal with whatever's about to happen here. Was that was just some coyotes you're chasing off? Yep, the bear can have what's left of that carcass. It's not worth a fight, especially after poor Blaze just got whacked around and smacked in the jaw. But I think these two are getting along quite well. I think Blaze, at least, is feeling like they would make a good pair here. And I think he's more than willing to start a pack with her, if she'll have him, of course, because I think they've proven themselves. They did get into a bit of a situation there at the end of the slight injury, but those can happen to anyone at any time. It's not necessarily a sign of things going badly. Oh, and look at the way that they're looking at each other too. Oh, and she's impressed with her strength and hunting skills. I think we're gonna go ahead and say yes. And you know, as for her name, after all those misty mornings down in the valley, I think Misty would be a pretty good name for her. So we have Blaze and we have Misty. I don't know if she has any sort of elemental alignment or not. It doesn't necessarily seem like she does. But whatever the case may be, we're going to let these two start a pack together and actually send them off to Slough Creek. And we're going to go ahead and do that at the end of this episode here because we've still got some time left. So we're going to go ahead and let them journey to Slough Creek and we will see them there. Oh my goodness, look at what's happening here. I've just had these guys head off and we just crossed Lamar Canyon Wolfpack territory scent. So apparently they're claiming over here. I don't know, we might be in the middle of a territory feud just on our way to Slough Creek. I am making them run it because it's interesting to see if interesting things happens, and yeah, that sure was an interesting thing that happened, but I hope it doesn't keep happening because I don't particularly want to get jumped right now. All right, and here we are. We've made it to Slough Creek. A wolf's life is about one thing, passing on its genes to the next generation. All else, from hunting elk to defending a territory, drives toward this single goal. You and your mate survive the hazards of the wilderness long enough to meet each other, form a bond, and survive the winter. Now you can try to realize this goal. With pups of your own, you and your mate will become the breeding pair, sometimes called alphas, of your pack. Their survival and the survival of your genetic code will be your responsibility. Even with all the dangers you've faced to reach this point, your real struggle has only just begun. And we're going to let these two head off into Slough Creek here to establish their own territory, of course, and eventually find a den and have their pups. And I think Blaze has an idea of where he wants to go from when he was helping the rest of his littermates raise their little siblings. He kind of liked that area, kind of maybe an area near it in the general region of McBride, I think over here, so maybe more the Aspen Heights area. I think he's going to head off in that direction with Misty to try and establish his territory. So it has been a full year since the events of the multiplayer series, which puts it around the same time as the second litter of the first generation, or the, the second litter of our first generation, so Pyrrha and such. The second litter that we had for the Wildfire Pack, that's a cougar. The second litter we had for the Wildfire Pack and the first litter that we saw of the Shattered Storm Pack also take place this year. So that's all kind of happening concurrently. We're going to be kind of on the other side of the Wildfire Pack's territory. So that's going to be kind of where we end up being with the Shattered Storm Pack even further to the east here. And that's kind of, hopefully, the frame of reference is a little bit confusing because we're dealing with so many different starting years and wolves that are different ages, but hopefully that helps clear some things up here. But we'll let these guys get started on marking their territory, and I'll catch up with them a bit later. Now, there is one thing about this territory location that's going to be a little bit interesting. It does border up against Junction Butte on the bottom, and of course, that is where Misty is from. Now, Blaze is going to do his best to be polite to her family. We do have to take a little bit of their territory, but hopefully they won't mind, and hopefully they won't bother us too intensely either. Junction Butte was probably the only pack over here that Blaze didn't end up making serious enemies with, considering he did attack the other pack's leaders, which is something he now feels kind of bad about. He definitely switched his view to be more of the opinion that violence is not the answer half as often as he thought it would be, and so he's been a little bit more mindful of that. I think that's something he wants to be very careful and respectful with here, even if as we do have to hold this territory against Junction Butte. His mentality is definitely, if we leave them alone, hopefully they'll leave us alone as well. Why is there a wolf carcass down here? I know I smelled it. I know I smelled it a second ago. Oh yeah, up here. I think that's got Blaze a little bit worried, considering that this is Misty's pack. Also a wolf carcass. Anything that's killing wolves is of interest to him. Kind of important that he keep tabs on that, so we're gonna sniff around and check it out? Question mark? Oh, I hope Junction Butte doesn't get the wrong idea about us poking around back here. We don't actually want to claim this. We just want to see what's happening. It's right over here, it looks like. Oh yeah, right up here. Well, that sure is a wolf carcass, and it sure is gone. It's hard to say who it belonged to, but it's definitely weird. And I think, too, something that Blaze has had in the back of his mind since coming over from Amethyst Mountain is that mysterious rival, we didn't really see much of him after we found Misty, but he sure was there quite a lot early on, and it's hard to say what he wanted. He was definitely very hostile. He certainly seemed marked by the element of fire, but he kind of just disappeared as quickly as he appeared. I don't know. There's a lot of things that could kill a wolf, but one mysterious event after another kind of does make you wonder if somehow they're connected. Aha! Here we are. Not the bison. This den. It's a new one. It was just added in the most recent update, but I don't know. I feel like this is pretty perfect for Blaze's pack, considering that the fire members of the Elements pack generally feel pretty good about the wooded dens. Well, wooded dens, but also dens that are made from trees. I think Blaze will appreciate this one. It's just kind of a comforting sort of kindling to his fiery nature here. But we got a little bit more territory claiming to do before we can go ahead and actually claim the den. So we're going to finish that up. We're going to head off. We're just going to mark a little bit more of a swath around this. We'll probably mark just like, we need, I think, 5 more hexes. So we'll probably mark those around here. And then we'll spend some time after we have the pups fleshing it out even a little bit further. We're getting pretty tired, so I don't want to do all of that now. Oh, here we are. We've established a good territory and found several potential dens. It's time to name our pack, and I think I know what we're going to call it. So because, of course, we have Blaze, he is one of our fire elemental wolves, I think we're going to go ahead and we'll call this the Inferno pack. So we'll go ahead, we'll name it, and here we go. So I think we'll progress to choose a den because we will mark this territory a little bit more. We've established a territory and maintained it. And what we're gonna do is oh, that sun's a little higher up. I guess with the seasons that makes sense. It's not quite sunset. So we will finish marking this. We got almost all the territory we want. Ideally, we'll bring some down here too. Maybe we will mark some of it. We are fairly tired, so I don't really want to fool around with too much of that. But it might not be a terrible idea to at least claim a little bit more. Right now it kind of looks like it's got a bite taken out of it. So we might get 1 or 2 more hexes. Otherwise, I'm sure you guys want to meet the pups, and I do too, so we're going to go ahead and we'll do that. And here we are. The den is right here. So we'll go ahead, we'll claim it. It's a wooded den, which means we'll be dealing with more cougars, which is honestly ideal because I don't like dealing with eagles. We'll go ahead, we'll claim it. Here we are. We'll have to give it a name. And I think, what would be a suitably fiery name for this? I think we're going to go ahead and we'll call it Ember Hollow. I think that's a good name for this. Your den is ready for pups. They'll be arriving soon. And before we do that, we do have to pick our age perks. So we'll do that for Blaze. The pups will be born any day now, so it's our birthday too. Let's see what we've got. So you can see Blaze's stats here. He's got 2 strength, -1 health, neutral speed, and -1 stamina. I think we will take speed as one of the perks here. We'll go ahead and boost that up a bit because, you know, fire usually fairly quick. Maybe strength as well, but I think I actually do want to take fun parent here because that's something that would be on brand for Blaze, being his goofy self, sometimes a little bit anxious, but he did get along quite well with the pups, and I think that would make sense for him that they boost pack affinity faster and the pups never get tired of socializing, so there's no cooldown. The only question is, do we want to do strength or do we want to do youthful prowess? I think, for now at least, I think we will do strength. I think we're going to go ahead and pick strength. That'll make him a little stronger. I don't think health or stamina really suits him, and maybe we'll take youthful prowess on the next year. We'll see, because we start to eventually we'll lose both that and territorial might, but eventually we'll start to lose some of the other options. So I think this is a good setup for now, especially while he's pretty young still. We will advance to age 3, and we'll go ahead and get to meet the pups. And here they are. It looks like 5. Yes. So it looks like most of them are males, but it's not too split. Let's see what they look like when they come out of the den here. All of these pups, I think, will have a black-gray coat color there. So 1 black coat gene, 1 gray coat gene, because Blaze, of course, somehow has 2 black coat genes. And I think Misty probably has gray coat. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had 4-star diversity. So these pups are probably all 1 black coat gene, 1 gray coat gene. And hopefully that'll be helpful when it comes to dealing with the illness. Yes, let's feed them as well. Oh, look at them. Oh my goodness, 3M has the eyebrow coat. Oh, they're all so cute though. None of them are quite as strikingly red as Blaze is. Well, I guess no, 3F has a little bit more of that reddishness in her coat. Some of them do. Some of them do. It's just the lighting. But that is very cute. Oh my goodness. We are going to do the best we can to take good care of these guys and make sure that hopefully as many of them survive as possible. Oh, Misty's right here. She just blended in. Oh my goodness. I thought she'd left, but she was just standing right behind me very, very quietly. But with that, I think we are going to go ahead and leave this off here for today because it is getting to be about that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.